Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. We were here yesterday. We're here again today. Now, just right off the rip. Well, first of all, I'm Rob Breaux. He's David Collier alongside Lucas White today. We're in the First United Bank Studio. Visual Edge IT hotline open to you, 806-771-0973. You can also hit us up on the 8's Flooring Center chat line as you do so well. All right. So yesterday, Craig and I just chit-chatting. Mm-hmm. And Team USA was playing Cameroon in the FIBA World Cup of Basketball. And it was a great game after the first quarter, but Team USA had opened it up. So we were just kind of chit-chatting, as we do on the show.
Yeah, it's good to do for 3 hours.
And it comes to halftime. And I don't remember. I think we were on air because we had a hoarse name about something I said during the halftime thing. Big red balls on the screen, giant hula hoops, two people on stilts in flowy outfits with, I guess, flags attached to their sleeves.
Okay.
So it was a whole kind of a circus thing. Mm-hmm. And then I think I said, I wonder if Red Panda will be there for the finals. And then I don't remember if it was on air or in a break. But Craig and I were talking about Red Panda after that. And was it on air, Lucas, or was it during break?
I believe it was during the break.
Okay, so maybe we're safe from public jinxing, but I'm making it public right now. We were talking about Red Panda, and we kind of got onto the idea that she's amazing, right? Mm-hmm. Incredible live. But once you've seen the act, you've seen it. Right? A little bit?
Oh,
she does some other things. She'll work new things in and have some options, but generally it's bowls on foot up to the head.
So you're not impressed by that?
Very impressed.
It's
impressive every time, but it's the same show every time.
Well, yes, it's the same show every time.
But I can listen to the same album 100 times and still be impressed. It's impressive things are impressive.
Well, you also look for one, she's going to do it, so then half the time you're looking to see if she's not going to. And even if she almost loses all of the bowls. Yeah, it's not. Sure. It's the same show, but it's not the same outcome every time. Well, I guess overall outcome it is. Well, it turns out not.
So yesterday I said, and I think it was me. I would like to blame Craig here, but I think it was me. I said, well, it's kind of, she never fails. She never falls.
You said that?
I said that yesterday during a break. Big story yesterday. Red Panda, before she even gets the bowls out, fell and potentially broke her wrist.
How do you feel this morning?
I feel awful. I could hardly sleep last night. I broke Red Panda. And now I have this existential dread that I'm the new Choice Woodman.
Well,
I also said yesterday that Justin Foskey would never get a hit in the majors, and I reverse jinxed him into getting a hit. So maybe I can wield it with power.
That does not cancel out the other one, though.
But I double jinx. Maybe I can wield it with power.
I don't think you're going to unbreak a wrist, Rob.
Maybe I can reverse jinx Josh Young getting traded to the Yankees by proclaiming boldly he will get traded to the Yankees.
Well, maybe you should work on the other thing. He's not going to get a hit. He's going to go on a Justin Foskey-esque run. Why don't you do that instead?
I don't know. I did feel bad yesterday, though. And look, ain't no curses. I don't affect the universe. I'm not that important, though I do think I am sometimes.
You know what I think you should have to do as punishment? You should have to be the new Red Panda until she comes back.
It would just be the allotted time of me putting the unicycle in between my legs and trying to get up I would never be able to do it.
Hey, that's your punishment.
We'd have to get like a stick horse unicycle where I could just stay on the ground and stack bowls with my hands. I could get the bowls as tall as I could just with my arm.
Rob's just trying to stack bowls in his cupboard.
They would crash immediately. I have no balance. Have you ever tried like the chin balancing, like with the broom or whatever?
No.
I used to be decent at that.
Yeah.
So maybe I could work that in.
Well, there we go.
But I don't know if I could do bowls.
Something to work on while we wait for Red Panda to return.
She doesn't need a wrist. She can guess it. She can club it up and play through it.
This is true.
She didn't break her ankle. Oh, man. I did feel bad, though. So, sorry. Sorry, Red Panda. This is my public apology. I said you never fell. You fell the same day. That was during an WNBA thing. And Caitlin Clark was on some Instagram Live afterwards. And she said, hey, Red Panda, if you're watching, we're thinking about you. And the girls whose Instagram Live it was like, I don't think she's watching my stuff, Caitlin. But she might be. She might be.
She probably saw it at this point, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Bigger injury in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark or Red Panda.
So did she sit out again yesterday?
I don't know if she did.
She's been in and out.
Yeah.
She's been in and out. So with the groin? Okay. Also last night, the Rangers whipped the O's. Sorry, Baltimore. It was Baltimore last night. The O's won on Monday. Tonight they play the Orioles.
I would say Baltimore again. I know what you're going
with. Well,
it's
the board says the different team names. The Rangers' biggest issue in the last 2 weeks, beyond the issues they've been plagued with all year, was that they played 5 extra inning games in 6 attempts. 5 of the last 6 games went extras until last night. Finally, they got some run support, which allowed deGrom to pitch a full 6. And I was very happy to get those extra runs to not have to bring deGrom out again.
Yeah.
And then Jacob Latz
spelled the rest of the bullpen.
Hero was able to get through 3 innings.
Yeah.
And earn his first save.
Which was probably just as important as deGrom.
Because it's a save when you go 3 innings, regardless of the score.
And you save the bullpen, which is...
Yeah, the bullpen had pitched like 400 pitches in the last 6 games because of all the extras. So it's like a ridiculous amount of strain. Hobie Milner had pitched 25 of the last 30. He needed an off day. Garcia
needed an off day on Monday.
Yes, he did. Well, he should not have been pitching on Monday. Probably 2 of those guys should not have been pitching on Monday. Yeah. Luke Jackson needs an off day, so. Jacob Latz was a maniac last night. We'll talk through the offense when we return. We kind of ignored Adolis Garcia's game-tying home run. Maybe we make fun of him today, too. I don't know. I was just so happy with him yesterday. I guess I should be happy with him today, too, because he was 3 for 5, and he really likes playing Baltimore. Sorry to say, Lucas.
Everybody likes playing Baltimore.
So
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. Seat of the bench. We've got another preseason All Big 12 team to discuss. This time it's Athlon Sports. And I'm going to be honest. I think his name's Brett Sianka. He does a great, the Pick 6 previews. He's got a great college football preview. I think Phil Steele has a great college football preview.
Spell check needed from time to time, but
yes, well, that's a big thing that he does. I'm gonna go. Obviously, like the actual media members that put them together preseason, Big 12, SEC, they do a good job. I don't really like Athlon Sports. and I don't know if it's like just some of the stuff they do, but and maybe it's just because I never agree with them. But I went into this thinking I wasn't gonna like it, and I kind of confirmed some biases. We're gonna do this later on today and do all these numbers I looked up confirm my bias, or are they just numbers? That's a new segment we're doing today in the third hour. Because I do that quite a bit. I find my narrative and then try to find stats to back it up, which I think a lot of people do. But sometimes at the end of it, it's just like, okay, I just found a bunch of numbers for no reason.
I've done that before, yeah.
So I've got one of those situations today. It's 2 full pages of numbers. We're going to try to figure those out. But the Athlon Sports writer, Steve Lassen, or maybe if he's from the Northeast, Lasan, selects the best players for the Big 12 for 2025. They do the Feel Steel route, where they pick 7 teams and just list everyone. This is just 4, but we'll go with the first team. Sam Levitt, quarterback. I think that's pretty much unanimous.
Yeah. Yes.
Jaheim White of West Virginia.
Okay.
And Bryson Washington of Baylor are the running backs. And I don't have any qualms there.
No.
I think that's returning production on both teams and not a transfer in. So that probably stands for something for Lassen. I think there are some other running backs that have transferred in. Not stumping for Quentin Joyner here, but there are other running backs. Yeah. Arizona State got a running back 1,000 yards out of Army. Texas State's running back Ismamadi went to Arizona.
Okay.
So I think there are some good running backs that came in. Washington State's running back I think went to Utah. He had 1,000 yards. So there's some good running backs that came in, but I think comparing the running backs to last year to this year, there was a lot more known coming in last year. Wide receivers. They also do all-purpose back Dylan Edwards from Kansas State.
Yes.
And he's like a big play merchant, which there's nothing wrong with that. There are good running backs that do that. I thought Ollie Gordon was a fraud last year for a while, and then I just realized he was a big play guy, and they weren't giving him enough opportunity to have big plays. Wide receivers, Jordan Tyson, Arizona State, Chase Roberts, BYU, Eric McAllister, TCU. I would push back here and say Caleb Douglas belongs. But if there are 3 returning receivers that belong with Caleb Douglas, it would be these 3, so I'm not real upset yet. Joe Royer out of Tennessee. Nope. Cincinnati. Yeah. Wow. Cincinnati. I almost said it again. The offensive line, Bryce Foster, Kansas. Jordan Seaton, the former 5-star out of Colorado. Spencer Fano, the first-round draft pick. Caleb Lomu, the first-round draft pick, potentially out of Utah, both of those. And then Ben Coleman, Arizona State.
Okay. Are you okay right now?
3 tackles and a center. I'm not familiar with Ben Coleman. I don't know if he plays tackle or guard.
Yeah.
I don't mind picking the 5 best. I think those are the 5 best. At least 3 of them. I'm fine there. So I think I'm fine with the first team. The only qualm would be Caleb Douglas. I think offensively probably deserves first team preseason. And I would argue Terrence Carter over most other tight ends in the Big 12, but it doesn't seem like nationally he's getting that kind of respect.
Yeah, but
unless you're talking to PFF.
I think Joe Royer is somebody that has skins on the wall in the Big 12.
And I think this guy certainly took that into consideration.
Yeah.
Based on this first team offense. Defensively, Dante Corleone,
Can't argue that.
Dominique Orange, Dean Miller, Lee Hunter, David Bailey. I think Lee Hunter, Dominique Orange, and Dante Corleone are quite obviously the 3 best defensive tackles in the league.
Yeah.
Not a lot of edge here, but David Bailey, big-time transfer, he's deserving. So Lee Hunter, David Bailey, both on the first team. Jacob Rodriguez, also out of Texas Tech, on the first team. The rest of it is BYU linebacker, Baylor linebacker, Kansas State linebacker, Iowa State, Colorado corners, and safeties from Arizona State, which he's good, Xavier Alford. Bud Clark from TCU, who has played 5 full seasons of college football and is about to play his 6th somehow. And Jeremiah Cooper. I really can't complain about that because there are Red Raiders that are doing that. But he's played 5 seasons at TCU.
Did he play 5 full seasons, though? Or is there an injury for 4 game in there?
Well, it goes... He was playing in 2020. So he got that year back.
Yeah.
And I think some guys were getting 21 back. So that must be... He got 2 years back, and then now he's playing his final season. But I thought all that was done.
Yeah, we thought.
Apparently not. Then Jeremiah Cooper, Iowa State. If you put any Iowa State ever on the first team all Big 12 defense, I will just say okay.
Yeah.
At the safety position.
Yeah. So you still don't have any problems? Like major problems?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No major problems. Do you?
No. And
Okay.
I which is funny because you prefaced this whole thing with you
Well,
hate
that's why I
Athlon.
thought I was going to have problems. I did. Because I don't like Athlon sports for some reason.
When I was young, I always, when we would go to the bookstore or the grocery store, and I had, I would just go to the magazine section. I looked for the Athlons, even though it always came out ridiculously early. But then back then, we weren't.
So growing up, I only got one magazine, and that was Dave Campbell's Texas Football.
Well-
and then it was just the Texas teams. But then in the last 10 years, I've really gotten the Pick 6 previews and Phil Steele if I want to go full college football. I don't think I've ever purchased an Athlon magazine.
I think I did but again, I also didn't grow up where I could buy a Dave Campbell's Texas Football.
Right. And I was more worried about the high school stuff.
Yeah.
Through high school. Makes sense. All right, I do have a bit of an issue. Second team quarterback Avery Johnson.
Yeah. Who would you have there?
Sorry, Robertson.
Yeah.
Or Rocco Becht.
Yeah.
Or Baron Morton. But that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Avery Johnson would be my 5th team quarterback.
You could make an argument for 4th or 5th, yes. Availability being one of them.
Sure. Carson Hansen, Iowa State running back. LJ Martin, BYU running back. Fine with those. Daniel Highshaw, Kansas. Fine with that as the all-purpose. Then he goes 4 wide receivers. This is where it gets kind of... He's not really going positionally, and he's kind of getting big numbers here. But this is where Caleb Douglas comes in.
As he should.
Howard Sampson also on the second team. Second team defensively, the Red Raiders, Bryce Pollock and Cole Wisniewski. So I think total-wise, top 2 teams, I'm fine with. Overall, there's 15 Arizona State players. And I think Texas Tech was in the second tier with 13.
And only 2 of them returners? Or did I miss one? Maybe 3.
We can quickly go through the 3rd and 4th teams when we return before we check the calendar. But I want to kind of apologize to Athlon Sports. I think this guy did a good job.
As you should.
No,
Go buy the magazine now.
Well, I probably won't buy the magazine.
Okay.
More after this. 100.7 The Score seat of the mission. They put it up for free.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score seat of the bench. Yes.
You red panded the monitor.
You're on the screen. I promise.
Okay.
You can squint and look at the little camera lens. Are your eyes okay?
No. I have a contact currently tucked in the corner of my left eye.
You haven't got it out yet at all?
There's something in there. I can't get it out of there.
You become blowing it?
I'm good.
All right.
I would rather put like 4 more contacts, I think, in my eye than that. But thank you for the invitation.
I just want to help out, man. All right. Quickly, the rest of these Athlon sports teams. Third team offense, Sawyer Robertson, Quentin Joyner of Texas Tech. At running back, Reggie Virgil, also on the third team, and Davian Carter, also on the third team. And so there's the Texas Tech athletes offensively on the third team. No defenders on the third team. Terrence Carter finally makes an appearance in a 2 tight end, 4 running back, fourth team offense.
Did you say Jacoby Williams, specialist on the third team?
Oh, I skipped right by that.
Okay.
Jacoby Williams, kick returner, third team. Rocco Beck to the third team or fourth team quarterback, and then no defenders from Texas Tech on the fourth team defense, but Upton Belenfant is the fourth team kicker. So all told, all your defenders on the top 2 teams, 5 of them. Arizona State has 15 selections, Baylor 13, Texas Tech 13, Kansas State 12. So I'm fine with that, I think. And I think I would like to go through and count who has the most on the first and second teams, because I think that's the real kicker. And I also would have liked maybe a little more positional clarity. Because like the first team defense is like 3 defensive tackles, an edge rusher, and 4 linebackers. Yeah. So we can't have 14 players on there. And then he just like randomly on one of the teams is 5 wide receivers. It's like, okay, let's reel it in here.
And I will say this, in the last segment you did say when we were referring to first team tight end from Cincinnati, you were like maybe part of the deal on Joe Royer was the fact that he has experience in the Big 12.
Uh-huh.
You say that 9 of the 13 Red Raiders have no experience in the Big 12.
Well, I just thought this guy leaned toward that because the first team is full of it.
Yes.
The first team offense.
Yeah.
But defensively, there's 2 Red Raider transfers.
Yeah. I was just saying overall. I mean, there's 9 of them.
But that wasn't my opinion. That was I was trying to figure out what he
was going with. And I agree with you, yeah.
And the first team offense, it felt like that, but moving forward, it did not.
So Rob is a big Athlons fan.
I wouldn't go that far yet, but maybe they're getting better.
I'm turning a page or corner.
Great song. Let's check the calendar, Lucas.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
It's World UFO Day. There was another UFO one yesterday or last Thursday? Last Friday. It was last Friday with Craig. I was already celebrating this one like 20 minutes ago. I forgot day.
Yeah.
I opened up a new tab on my computer and just had no idea what I was doing.
You celebrated it during our last commercial break as well.
I've forgotten what I did.
Germany was playing basketball.
Oh, I completely whiffed on Germany playing basketball this morning.
You did. I thought you were going to get into it in headlines. I was like, we'll just wait till it's over.
I talked about it last night. I was like, I'm gonna watch the game in the morning.
You didn't miss much.
Well, we'll do it at the beginning of the next hour because it's too late now.
Spoiler alert: Germany did win.
And they're in the knockout round, and it's like important now.
Yep.
It's Made in the USA Day, National Disco Day, and Special Recreation for the Disabled Day, and honoring David Collier. It's World Sports Journalists Day.
No, thanks.
So, thank you for the sports journalism you give us. Signed Gordo, signed Rob Breaux.
Just a little sarcasm in there.
Birthdays? No.
Kyle Jacobson.
You're inferring again.
If Kyle Jacobson said that, then probably.
Probably so.
Noted journalist Kyle Jacobson.
Journalist hater, baby.
Yeah.
We have Derek White celebrating a birthday, turning 31 years old. The profile picture of him on this website has him with hair, which is...
With the headband that was all the way back to give him like a 9 head?
Yes. Yeah. Some people just look better bald, and I believe Derek White is one of them.
Oh, speaking of which, have you guys seen the picture of Tony Parker playing for France with hair?
No. Did he go to Turkey first?
This was like an old picture. I'm going to have to find it. I saw it, and it will blow your mind. You would never picture Tony Parker having this hair. I'm going to find it for you. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I want to see that. NBA champion Isaiah Joe turns 26 years old. I pulled a lot of his NBA rookie cards when I was opening packs back then. Sean Casey turning 51. Jose Canseco, 61. He's still out signing autographs, trying to make whatever money he can try to make at this point. Richard Petty, 88 years old. Chad Henne, 40 years old. Burkhead, 35 years old. Then we have Jeremy Friedman, the guitarist for The Neighborhood rock band. He turns 33. And then Alex Morgan, 36.
Soccer.
Lindsay Lohan, 39. Ashley Tisdale, 40. And Margot Robbie, 35.
Margot.
And then John Brenkiss passed. He was the ESPN sports science guy. That was one of my favorite bits that ESPN did. So he passed, unfortunately, but he would have had a birthday on today.
So it's Lindsay Lohan and Margot Robbie's birthday.
Yeah.
And
day.
Ashley Tisdale.
I don't know that she was. She's who is that?
She was on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. She was a Disney.
Yeah, that was.
She
That's
voiced
past my prime.
Candace on Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Collier?
Sorry, I just found the Tony Parker with hair, and it makes me think it's AI, but it looks old. I mean, it just, you wouldn't believe it. You're not going to believe it.
Old Razzle Dazzle wants it on the text line.
I'll put it on the text line.
Do you have...
I do. Would you like that?
One more birthday, Lee Hunter, the fridge, out of Texas Tech.
On this day in 1995, this Japanese player became the first All-Star.
First Japanese-born All-Star?
Yeah, Major League All-Star.
The pitcher?
Yeah.
Hideo Nomo?
There you go. Look at you. Wow. Just priming you here for
that's right.
For our trivia a little bit later.
Hideo Nomo turned all the way around when he was pitching.
He did. 2006, Josh Bard goes 3 for 4 with a double and a run batted in, and a loss for the Padres over the Giants. On this day in 2008, a settlement was reached to move the Seattle Supersonics to Oklahoma City. Nobody cares about that.
Future
except
champions.
for me. Yeah. In entertainment news on this day, Airplane was released. Are you going to go watch the reboot of that? Or the
Naked Gun?
That's right. It's Naked Gun. I think of Leslie Nielsen, and
right.
I put them all together, but still.
Sure.
Yes, I'm going to go watch Naked Gun, whatever it is. I
Surely.
don't know. In 1990 on this day, Ice Ice Baby was released. Solid song. 1991, Boys in the Hood premiered. 1997, Men in Black.
We are the Men in Black.
Is that a better song than Ice Ice Baby? Don't answer that.
I don't know that I could rank either one.
That's all I got. And I've got Tony Parker's hair.
Slide with me. Is that it? Slide with me. Slide with me.
You're on your own there, pal.
All right. We'll check in on the chat line when we come back. People are talking about Red Panda again. And we'll check on Team Germany when we come back.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. It's Wednesday, Rob. We don't do burning questions on Wednesday. We draft. Quickly recapping last week's draft. We did nicknames. Lucas won. I got second. Collier got third. So Lucas will get the point. And instead of doing some weird World Cup point system where we get 3-2-1 points, we'll do Lucas gets the point, and we'll set the draft in the next week based on the previous results. So Collier will draft first today. I will draft second. Lucas will draft third. We'll get right into it. And the draft today is: who are the most impactful Red Raiders on Texas Tech Athletics from June 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025. Who are the most impactful Red Raiders on Tech Athletics in the last calendar year?
The last athletic calendar year, yes.
The athletics calendar resets July 1st.
Yeah.
First pick, David Collier. This is a snake draft. So it'll be Collier, myself, Lucas, myself, Collier. 4 rounds, go.
Well, I mean, you lead your team to the College World Series. You get picked number 1 overall. I'll go with Nigel Kennedy.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Seems like the easiest pick of the bunch.
The obvious pick. I was hoping you would pick somebody else, and I would go with Nigel Kennedy. I'll take JT Toppin, Big 12 Player of the Year, big sport, leads the Red Raiders to the Elite Eight. Big season, big impact, JT Toppin.
Just the second Big 12 Player of the Year in school history.
I'm going to go with Taj Brooks, Texas Tech all-time leading rusher. So, and I do anticipate him doing some big things in Cincinnati. So,
I hope so.
Yeah, I really do. So I'm going to take Taj Brooks.
This is a lot harder than...
Well, Snake, I think the first 2 rounds are pretty easy, and then it gets kind of squirrely because are you just going big names on big teams, or are you getting a little outside the box?
Yeah.
Second pick.
I'm going to go a little outside the box on this one, but I'm going to go with Cody Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that Cody Campbell is going to be more impactful in the next calendar year in Tech football.
Yeah.
Is great. But certainly the Matador Club has been impactful from the past season as well. So
100%.
Certainly I think Cody Campbell is deserving, and that will be Lucas's second pick. So back to me. I want a football player as well. I think I'm going to go based on Texas Tech flipping to Adidas, the impact he has on the cultural zeitgeist. I'm going to take Patrick Mahomes as my second round pick.
Nope, you can't argue with that. Unless you're talking about Adidas athletes that are sponsored by Patrick Mahomes.
Then you kind of want to avoid it.
Then you want to avoid it.
Yeah.
All right, so I have the next 2, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with a coach, I think, with my second pick. And there are plenty of great coaches to go with, but one coach won 4 titles this past year, so I think I'm gonna go with Wes Kitley here.
Yeah.
If you sweep all the Big 12 titles on the men's and women's side, on the indoor and the outdoor, I'm gonna go that route. So I'll take him with my second pick in the second round. And to start the third round, since Lucas took Cody Campbell, who certainly had an impact on the potential future of Texas Tech athletics, I'm going to double dip, and I'm going to go with Tracy Sellers because while Cody Campbell and the football program have easily the best transfer class in the nation, I don't think that Texas Tech football is preseason number 1 in the way too early rankings, and I'm pretty sure Texas Tech softball is. They got it right under the gun there, right before but they got it in the calendar year, so I'll take Tracy Sellers and the Sellers family, I guess, as my third pick.
Yeah, that is strong. I think we still have...
There's plenty to choose from players-wise.
But it gets
tough. I think I put 16 people down.
I've got a long list here.
And it's a stretch on some of them.
I kind of thought this guy would already be gone. So I'm going to go best available for my third pick. And I'm going to take Jacob Rodriguez.
That's a good one.
But man, I don't really. I already said it.
Yeah.
I already said it. I moved it forward. I think he was the most impactful player on a bad defense.
Very football guy over here.
But you needed him.
Yeah.
You needed him really bad. What would that defense have been without
Yeah.
him? And he still won 8 games.
So I have the next 2.
Yes.
Okay. So I went bat-to-back for football. I'm going to go bat-to-back for basketball on this one. I'm going to take Grant McCaslin. What he did this season, phenomenal. And I'm going to take Tech's point guard, Christian Anderson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a freshman, he definitely put himself on the map. What he did during the NCAA tournament was phenomenal. I only anticipate him to having an extra step this upcoming season as a sophomore. More big media outlets are going to learn who he is real quick.
All right. So this will be my final pick.
Not your final pick, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the final round. Because he snaked twice. That'd be 4 picks for him.
Okay. I only have 3, right?
Well, no, you just did Sellers.
No, I only have
Did you not snake the last time? You were supposed
I did
to snake.
Yeah, I went West Kitley and Sellers, but I
Yeah,
only
and
have
then your
3
first pick was
people.
Nigel.
That's 3.
Yeah, and then you'll make 1 pick after me. That'll be 4.
Well, we do a starting 5.
Oh. I forgot we did the starting 5.
Yeah, it's 5.
So we'll come back. Yeah. So you'll snake
Okay.
again.
Okay,
That
so
was
you have
not
2
your
more
last pick.
picks.
You got
yeah.
1 more pick.
Yeah, you guys both have.
Why don't confuse me so much?
You called it the starting 5.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. All right, I'm going to go Macy Blackburn here.
Check the tapes.
I'm going to go Macy Blackburn here. Defensive Player of the Year. Great soccer team. So we'll go Macy Blackburn.
Took Macy Blackburn.
So you'll snake here, Collier.
Yeah, I've got 2 picks in a row here. All right, well, I'm not going to triple dip on softball. So no Haley Tony or Jerry Glasgow here.
Yeah.
I think I have to take at least 1 basketball player here, right?
There's a really impactful one still on the board.
I think there are 2. I think I would have gone with the true point guard over the regular point guard.
Yeah.
But also nobody said Darian Williams, right?
Right.
I mean, I know I'm going to get knocked on this for him transferring, but this was the impact that he had during the NCAA tournament and the season. I think he hit some pretty big shots against Houston and against Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
I think I'll take Darian Williams here. And then with my final pick, now let's clarify. You said impactful, right?
Yeah.
Could that be good or bad?
Yes.
So if I pick somebody here, whenever you post this, can you put negative, positive?
Sure.
I'm going to go with TJ Pompey with my last pick. He had 5 home runs in, 18 games? If he plays a full season.
So his injury was impactful.
It was an impactful injury and not getting out on the field. He could have potentially had 15 home runs for this baseball team and might have had some errors in there as well. But are you telling me 10 more home runs wouldn't help this baseball team?
I'm going to go with my final pick, all Big 12 singles champion, 2-time Big 12 tournament champion, Yekaterina Dimitrichkov. Oh.
And with the final pick.
Good job. I'm going to go Joey McGuire.
Strong. I will recap this on the other side.
Playing to the crowd.
It's the end of the bench.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score is the end of the bench. DeRuyter's defense was dependent on a first-round draft choice at edge rusher. Yeah, I think it was certainly predicated on pressure, and you did not have the pressure last year to cover up the deficiencies in the secondary. I think that's absolutely true. Oh, my God. It is, what did I say, 70 is going to be a 70-point game?
Yeah.
It's 126-62. And Team USA just missed a huge dunk. Threw it off the back of the rim. Why didn't we go after bigger names for our coordinators and decide to go with coaches from lower tier programs? Well, you got your defensive coordinator from a Big 12 school. I would certainly call Houston lower tier, but I don't know that nationally Texas Tech is considered as a much higher tier than Houston. But I do think that hire was lauded as a good hire. Sheil would. And then Mac Leftwich you hired out of the hands of Utah. And Texas State is now a Pac-12 school, as David Collier noted in the break.
Yeah.
Mac Leftwich is sometimes you go after rising stars early. You did it with Zach Kitley. And now you're doing it with Mac Leftwich. And across the country, a lot of those pay off.
I would like to know who
some don't.
You would have wanted as the offensive coordinator instead.
Yeah, what's the big? Are you stealing Garrett Riley from Clemson? Is that like the big name you want?
Yeah.
Would you have rather paid somebody else beyond Mac Leftwich? Because I think he $800,000-900,000. Would you rather gotten like a 1.5 kind of guy?
It would, again, which is who,
Right.
Is that somebody bigger enough name for you to?
Yeah, and then defensively, would you like pluck a long-term guy, or you want Jim Knowles? You pay Jim Knowles Penn State money because he did leave Ohio State.
Yeah.
David and Rob out front, greatness. I'm gonna take that as a positive. I don't really know what it means.
Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah. Get your sheet together, bro. Kent State really has Chuck lathered up. He was bashing hotels as tourist destinations this morning because of the number of flyers for places at the front of the hotel. Is that hotels around Kent State? Are the tourist destinations at Kent State because the flyers are cool? I need more info on that.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
Rob versus Chuck slap fighting. I don't think I would want to slap fight. Is that where you just stand there and slap each other?
Yeah.
Power slap?
Yeah.
No, that's not for me. Rob versus Chuck, a boxing match with oversized gloves in a Mike Leach-style darkened room, both in shades. All right.
I've never seen either one of you guys in sunglasses before.
I don't wear sunglasses often. Sunglasses weaken your eyes against UV, which it does long-term damage.
What if you wear sunglasses all the time? And
Your eye, then when you don't have them, they're more susceptible to the
I didn't say
dangers.
that. I said, what if I wear them all the time?
Like 24/7?
Well, I'm not going to have UV issues in here.
I'm saying the UV strengthens your eyes if you let them adapt. There's also studies that sunscreen is not as beneficial as people say.
So you don't wear sunscreen either?
I will use it on high UV days if I need to. I'm going to be outside a long time.
Are you old if you call it sunblock?
I don't. I would assume that's more regional than
Yeah.
age related.
I used to have a coworker. Anytime I said sunblock, he couldn't get over it.
Benchwarmers. Which would you bring back in Major League Baseball? Steroids, juice bats, juice balls. I think I would change the ball first. If everyone is allowed to use steroids, I don't think they're steroids anymore. They're just a supplement.
No, I think they're still steroids.
Well, but you know what I mean, though.
Yes. Levels the playing
the negative
field.
connotation of steroids. I think it would just be like creatine. Like in 10 years, if everyone was using steroids for 10 years and not abusing them, just like legitimately using HGH to recover, which is what Barry Bonds did, then I think they eventually would just be thought of as creatine or protein powder or another
Part of the
supplement.
game.
Yeah.
Just part of the game. Oh, and they got another dunk off the glass. Yep.
That was awesome. These guys don't get to play much. They're showing out,
That's
baby.
true. 136-64 right now with a minute 45 left, and we're going. This is the Malik Beasley. We're gonna.
Boo! Is that the guy that got thrown out the other day? No, that's a different guy.
He got stuffed by the rim.
Oh, and they gave him a 3 in transition.
Oh my goodness! What are we doing? Lucas, literally, all they're doing is inbounding the ball and throwing it full court baseball pass, like slam dunk competition dunks, because Jordan has stopped playing defense. This get up, yep. I want to see the dunk stats on this one.
Are we past
incredible.
halftime? Or are we
There's a minute 30 left, and we've seen Team USA
It's
score at
140.
least 12 points in
It's
the last.
140-67, and they're just throwing it baseball style and dunking on. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. This is going to create an international incident.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever's going to make the ball fly out more, which would probably be any one of the three, right?
Yeah. Well,
We don't have the torpedo bat.
The steroids also help the pitchers. Guys are already throwing 100.
Yeah, and we don't need any more than that. I mean,
But I wonder if HGH would help the Tommy John issue. If it strengthens ligaments or whatever else. I don't know.
now you're looking at it as a benefit.
Yeah. It is a benefit.
Yeah.
There are negative side effects if you abuse steroids.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bullfighter, it's the same thing as the NBA.
That's pretty NBA-esque there. All-star game.
Malik Beasley, yes, All-Star NBA All-Star
It
game,
looks like an
100%.
NBA All-Star game.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Final question I asked the Benchwarmers. Yo, this is from Beaver Swag at Real Beaver Swag on Twitter. You could guess who they're a fan of. Yo, why does the Big 12 get to be considered a power conference, but the Pac-12 doesn't? The Big 12 has the same amount of former G5 teams as the Pac-12. The Big 12 has Utah, Mountain West, TCU, Mountain West, BYU, Mountain West, UCF, AAC, Cincinnati, AAC, and Houston, AAC. Now, obviously, this is a troll question.
Yeah.
Because he's not crediting Utah as a Pac-12 member.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a Pac-12 fan. So that doesn't count. And then the 10 years that TCU has been in the Big 12 doesn't count.
They played for a national title.
And BYU is an independent who played mostly Pac-12 teams for many years. Doesn't count. So on the surface, I think there's a number of reasons. But why would you, give me an elevator pitch for Big 12 to be autonomous and the Pac-12 to not? Or should neither of them?
Well, the Pac-12 certainly should not. I mean, again, you lost your entire conference except for 2 teams, and you had to fill it up with a bunch of lesser teams. The Big 12, while you did lose, obviously, Texas and Oklahoma, you still have a core that was there. And when Texas and Oklahoma were in the conference, one of your teams played for a national title, right?
And they also have 8 full-time members versus 16.
Yeah.
16, and 18. In the rest of the power, quote-unquote, conferences.
I can just use Lucas's defense of his starting 5 where he said, I'll just let the names speak for themselves. Beaver guy.
Bottom line up next.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.